Hi guys, welcome back to Adventures with the Romance Author, me. And today we're going to make little cat charms. You'll see. I'm going to be mixing some Sculpey Primo translucent with some white Fimo. And so it gives the charm a little more of a glossy look or a transparent look by combining the two together. So I'm going to cut off a bit more of this white polymer clay from Fimo. Ooh, tough packaging. Okay. So, about that much. Okay. And then wrapping it back up. Keep it nice and clean and safe. So, this is just some white I used previously that I saved and not wasting. So, I'm going to combine the two together and condition it, which means, squish them together and put them through the spaghetti press and, pasta press and get it all ready to go. So I'm going to do that. And in the meantime, I'll work away at this because it will take a few minutes. Like when you're conditioning your clay, depending on the clay, it could be pretty hard. So take your time. Make sure you're giving it the attention it needs, because if you don't, your project is not going to come out the way you want it to. So let's take our time, mix these guys together really good, and then I'll come back and then we'll weigh out the pieces so that each of our kitties are the same size. That's why I have the scale here. Little hack there so that you can have your kitties the same size just by weighing how much clay you're using. Anyway, I'll be right back after I squish this all together and get it conditioned. As you can see here, I've divided it into 3 to make it easier to work. So it's not too big. And you can see the little pieces of the translucent inside the white. So we're going to work away at this for a while. Okay guys, well, we've got all the pieces together now, and you can see the clay is much more pliable and combined. So the translucent and the white are all combined together. So now we're going to take off a piece and turn this on. Now let's see how many. That is 9 grams. I want 10 grams. Let's double check that. Oh, 11. Okay. Close enough. Anyway, so each of my kitties are going to be about, I'd say 10, 11 grams. And I'm going to roll them out into circles and make my little army of kitties. I'll be right back when I have everybody in a ball. Okay, now that we have our ball, which is 10 grams, all rounded up, we're going to make it more of an egg shape, right? You know what I mean? More of an egg shape, even a little pointy on the top, a little bigger on the bottom. Okay. Now, I place them on my acrylic piece. Okay, it looks like that. Excellent. Now we're going to take this tool to do the ears. And what we're going to do is take the ball and push up and out. Up and out. So we have 2 little ears. Okay? And we can bring it back down in the middle with our other tool. There. Now, can you see the ears? There. Pretty. There. Now, you can still play with the shape of the body. There we go. We have ears. Now we're going to put legs on, and this is simple. This tool, and we're going to be right in the middle, part way up, and then, see? Right in the middle, and then, come on, focus, and then a little off to the side, and then a little off to the side. So it looks like this, like little paws. Okay? You see what I mean? There we go. Okay? So, now we have a sitting kitty. Adorable. Now, we're going to choose the eyes, which can be any color you want. Up to you completely, but I have an assortment here, and I think I will use, ooh, are these purple? Purple! I think purple would be cute. What do you think? So, we're going to place the eyes in the general location. Don't push too hard, just because you want to move them if you have to. Okay? And when you're happy, give them a little push in. Okay? There. Continue shaping. There we go. Now, we need to make the kitty's little nose. So we take 2 little pieces of white clay, roughly the same size, as close as you can get, because I don't think the scale is going to weigh these because they're so tiny. And make little circles out of them. Okay? There. And then, using a piece of pink for his nose, a little piece, smaller than the cheeks, that those are, round. There. Okay. Now, we're going to place these on his face. And here we are, taking the first one, trying to pick him up and placing. And then the second one, you can probably hear my kitty in the background telling me that she wants treats. Big shock. And then I'm going to put a few little extra holes for whiskers. And then I'm going to fix the nose. I don't want it to have holes from where I picked it up. That's the thing about polymer clay. You can fix it. It's not going to dry on you. It's not going to dry until you put it in the oven. So you can manipulate it and change your mind and change things right up until you put it in the oven. Okay? So don't worry about rushing. It's not going to matter. You can do it any way you want. Okay? Now, for the ears, you can use paint, what have you, or I use makeup. It's quite simple. So I get a little bit of red here. Or you can use chalk or what have you. Your choice. And then I put some in. The ear. What do you think? And I always have a wet wipe here to clean my hands. Now, we're going to put a little tail on her, or him, or whomever you want to call him. So, just another piece of the white. We're going to roll it up into like a sausage. Like this. Up to you completely how you want it to look. And then we're going to put, there we go. Sorry, I was out of frame for a second. I didn't mean to do that, but it happens when I get concentrating so hard on making something that I forget that you guys got to see too. Sorry. And there, little tail, kitty. And here you can do anything you want. If you want to change the color, add spots, anything you want. Really, you're the artist. You decide. And then the last thing I do is put a little eye pin in. So I can bake it in. And then that way I turn her into a little charm. So, there we go. Put that in right there. And see? And now I'm going to take a Q-tip and clean her up. Because dust and stuff, white is horrible for dust and things. So you want to give it a good cleaning before you bake it. Now, before we put him in the oven for 30 minutes, roughly. We'll see what it looks like after that. Each clay has a different temperature, like 275 Sculpey, I think 230 Fimo. So in general, I usually go around 275. But use a Q-tip and alcohol, rubbing alcohol. And we can get rid of all the fluffs and stuff before we put him in to bake. Okay, so make sure and take your time to do that. And off to the oven we go with these little cuties. I'll let you know how it turns out. And here we are, guys. What do you think? You think they're cute? I think they're cute. I think they came out really nice. Anyway, let me know how you get along in the comments. And if you want to see anything else, in the meantime, my shop is listed in the comments, well, in the description. So if you want to take one of these little guys home, feel free. Anyway, I hope you're all doing well and being kind to each other. Bye, guys.